One bucket. So Dylan and I just got back from Lowe's and we got our tools. We got an impact driver and a circular saw, which are the two main things we need to do everything we have left. So we are going to hang the TV today, and maybe we'll get some drywall done in the back so we can build some shelves, because I would rather work outside when it's a little bit warmer and not so muggy. So right now we're just making coffee, and then we're gonna get started on things. We're so lazy. We're hanging our TV up here on a mount so that it will go into the corner, but I'm so sad because it's gonna be so big.
That's what she said.
That'll be perfect. This mounting the TV is causing all of the issues. It isn't going on correctly, so it's like not secure on the bottom. It's only just hooked on, and doesn't tilt as much as we need it to, and you literally have to look like this to see the TV. All right, we got the TV mounted. It's not as bad, hopefully, as we made it out to be. It's good for now. Now we're going to finish up the table, and all we need to do is screw in this piece here, these bolts, and then set the top on. So we're out of water up top in our tanks here, so we have to go fill them, and what that consists of is bringing the generator and the pool pump down to the bottom of the hill and pumping up water from the creek. So here we go. So we were going to do the drywall earlier, but then we realized we don't have any drywall screws. So as we've been going along, we've figured out that we've sent home more of our tools with our parents than we thought. So drywall will be another day, but we're going to fill the water. We have the generator, a nut driver, the O-rings, and our pool pump to pump it up the hill. So obviously moving in the middle of winter is not the most ideal time to move off grid and deal with water freezing and rain and mud. But we're so excited to get out here, so if we can make it through the next 3 months, we should be set for a lifetime. So here's down below. Here's our pine trees that we use when we get stuck. We shove them under our tire. The other day I heard four-wheelers down here, and so I sent Dylan down, and there were two big side-by-sides, and they were doing donuts in the mud. So people don't know that we live here yet, and it's been a vacant land for so long, so that will be something we have to do a couple times, I'm sure, is let people know we live here now and we need to use this driveway. So we have the generator and we just plug the pool pup into the generator and we plug in both sides of this hose and then we go prime the hose at the top with the pond, at the pond. Got to the pond, realized we forgot a bucket. Back to the cabin. Oh. Got the water pump going. It probably took us like 30-45 minutes, so now the water tanks will fill for probably like 45 minutes or something like that, so we'll putz around outside and wait for it to be finished. Do you guys think this is a good idea or a bad idea? Like, what do we do with this mud before we get gravel? So here's our water. This fills up first, and then this black tank fills up. But we have to make sure that we don't fill it above this line because we can't have water sit in this because it's gonna freeze tonight. So we're just waiting for this bottom one to fill up. Get in there, and then we'll turn it off. This top one has a spigot here on the bottom so that we can fill buckets of water from it. The sun is finally out. The sun hasn't been out since we've been here. It feels good. All right, so this morning we are going to get gravel. We're going to get our vent for our water heater. We're going to get our PVC thing for when the water heater gets too hot. And we're gonna get our water running. Please. We need water. I need a shower. I need to wash my hair. This needs to happen. I called the gravel people. Gonna put this tarp in the back of the truck. We gotta figure out what gravel we need so it doesn't all just run off when the rain comes. Here we go. All right, we're back without gravel, of course, because nothing ever goes to plan. There was a 2-ton limit on the gravel, and we don't think, I think Dylan's truck is a 1/2-ton truck. And so I think we're gonna end up renting a trailer with a dumper on it. We'll see. It's a beautiful day. Hopefully the sun dries up some of the mud. But we got the stuff for the hot water heater, so we're gonna work on that. Try to get the water running. All right, so we're gonna drywall this corner. Here we go.
Just got our stuff from storage.
Video update. So for YouTube, I have videos ready, but our internet isn't good enough to upload them. So I'm gonna have to go in town somewhere where you get free Wi-Fi and upload videos for the week. I feel really bad because I can't communicate with anyone on YouTube without uploading a video. And so we'll get to that. We still don't have running water. Hopefully today. We went to our storage and got some more stuff. We got our drill. We need our drill to drill a hole in the wall to make the vent go out for the propane hot water heater. Other than that, we put up some drywall in the bathroom and we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated. All right, we just got back to the cabin. We got a lot of good stuff from storage, and our tub faucet came just in time because we're gonna get the water on. Jack, your stick. Lots of goodies. We got this is Bruce, our robot vacuum. We got all the dogs' toys. They're very happy about it. We went and got an air purifier because there's just so much dust from the fire, dog hair, you know, ashes, things in the air. So I'm excited about the air purifier.
Tank!
Choose a tank! Huh? Just drilling this hole right here has taken us a whole week to have all the tools we need. Alright, we have our vent hole. Alright, I'm in town on my way to Lowe's, but I just want to hop on and say, like, Dylan and I really don't know how to do anything that we're doing. Like, we have, the only experience we have is what we've done so far throughout this process and just learning from our parents. Like, we have no background in any of this, and everything we do, we're basically doing it for the first time. So although, like, on YouTube, everyone's like, how do you know how to do all this stuff? We don't know how to do any of it. We're just learning as we go. So you're sitting and reading directions, you're looking up YouTube videos, and just like looking at stuff up on the internet. And another thing we've learned since it's just been Dylan and I is that we're so used to things getting done so quickly, because when our parents are here, usually there's like 3 tasks going on at once. You have like 2 people working on a big job, I'm painting, my mom is doing drywall, so things get done super quickly because there's so many hands on deck. And so now it's just Dylan and I, and it's like, why is everything taking so long? Well, it's just because, first of all, we don't know what we're doing, and second of all, it's just the 2 of us, so everything's gonna take a lot longer. So I just wanted to throw that out there because something I've learned, none of the things we are doing we know how to do, and it's really difficult, and it's also difficult for us both to be learning for the first time, because we'll look at each other and be like, I don't know how to do it. Do you know how to do it? I don't know how to do it. Well, what are we supposed to do? I don't know. We don't know how to do it. So then we spend time away from each other, and then we look it up, and we watch YouTube videos, and we just go for it. It's all you can really do as you're learning, but just want to throw it out there. It's not always easy. It's almost never easy. It's really difficult, but you just take it one step at a time, and we just keep reminding each other that it'll take time. We have to learn how to do these things. Everything will be all right. Just take it one step at a time. It always feels impossible until it's done. So hopefully soon we get some things done. Right now, Dylan is at home burying the water line that's right behind the house with dirt. And this is kind of complicated because it's coming through the log wall underneath, but the ground outside of the cabin is way higher than the ground inside the cabin. So literally the dirt comes up to 3 feet high on the wall. And so once it gets inside the cabin, the frost line is supposed to be 14 inches in Kentucky, 14, 15 inches to bury your water line, and we only have like 12 inches to bury the water line right behind the house. Plus we need to be able to access to turn it on and off, but it's outside the house. So it's just really complicated, and we're trying to figure it out. So I'm gonna go get foam insulation, and Dylan is at home burying the water line with the tractor. Hopefully he's doing okay. We left, it was very stressful because we don't know what we're doing. We hope it works. It's gonna freeze every single night this week, so we really need what we're doing to work so the pipes don't burst and flood the house. So I'll keep you updated. Wow. Look at that. All right, so yesterday Dylan buried the line. Then we have some insulation, and for now we just have this board over it. Now the goal here is to finish insulating this, and that's where it goes into the house. All All right, today we're still working on the water. We're trying to cover up this little on-off valve so that it doesn't freeze, bury the rest, and get the water turned on. So the other day we spent the day filling in the water line down to the house because every time it rains it starts to erode. So this is where the water line comes, and we've covered it up now, but the rain was following the path of the water line and eroding it, so we filled it all back in. As you can see, like right there, it's still kind of eroding, but we made a new path for the water to go into. It seems to kind of be working so far. We really haven't had a big rain yet, so we'll see. All right, now we're just taking all this dirt and covering this. We're gonna put the box on the on-off valve and cover with spray foam. I'm not even ready for all the YouTube comments that are gonna be like, this is not gonna work. I don't know if this is gonna work. We don't know what we're doing. This is just what we're doing and I'm sharing. If you have any tips, put them down below. All right, so this is all spray foam, insulation around the outside. There's nothing worse than spray foam on your hands. Nothing. Alright, YouTube. Yesterday we were so close to getting the water running. We hooked the pump up, and of course the pump doesn't work. So we think it's because it has to be perfectly level in order to work. So we dug it out with the tractor, as you guys saw, and we decided to not even hook it up because it was almost dark out. If anything were to go wrong and water started leaking anywhere in the house or things, that we wanted to wait until it was daylight out. So this morning, we're gonna hook the pump up and pray that it works and we get water up to that top tank. The valve is open. It should run right down to the house. We're gonna fill the hot water tank up and let it run out because it has to be fully full of water before we turn it on. Then we'll turn the hot water heater on, and then we'll have water in the house and everything will magically work perfectly and it'll be great. That's the plan. We have Bruce, our little vacuum buddy, going strong. He's keeping the floors so clean.
On, choke on, rabbit off.
We're not getting any water yet. Is it there? It's going, but it's not going into the tank. It's not making it all the way up the hill. Last time it beat Dylan up the hill. Can anything just go right, Jack? Can anything just go right, buddy? This has been a struggle, man. A struggle. Day 7 of trying to get this water going. I don't know what we did. I think Dylan shook the line. I don't know. It's pouring in. It's pouring in. Ah! Okay, so at the moment we have the water right here off. That comes into the house. And so what we have to do first is, because all the water runs to the filters first and then the hot water heater and then through the house. So we have to hook up the hot water heater first, which consists of, since we have a tank propane hot water heater, we have to fill it with water before we can turn the hot water heater on and get all the air out of the pipes. So we just hook up this garden hose right here to this outlet, and then we'll use a flathead screwdriver and turn that, and then water, once water is flowing out of the hose outside, we'll know that there's no air stuck in the hot water heater, so we can turn that on and turn it on to the rest of the house. All right, we're not really sure if like the water's high enough to run through the line in the tank, but I'm gonna turn it on. Here we go. Doesn't seem, oh man, there is water. There is water. Did you hear that? Is it coming through the filter?
Pressure.
Huh?
Pressure.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Pressure.
This is intense.
Is it leaking anymore?
No?
Nothing yet.
Nothing yet, nothing yet.
Pressure.
Holy moly. Here it comes. Here's the water. We got. Okay, we turned the water on.
Water filling up the bucket outside?
Yeah, and then we had a minor leak in the house. We just needed to tighten a shark bite thing, but we have some water coming out here. Nice and slow. So this is what's coming through the hot water heater. We set up this little MacGyver trough because our hose leaks a bit.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Don't fix it with the O-ring. Huh?
Doesn't look like it's leaking anymore.
Okay, that corner right there was leaking, but how do we know if the ones in the walls are tight enough?
Well, we will see if water starts coming out. Is that water from the toilet?
No, this water is leaking from over there.
I said it sound like it's from the toilet.
The bowl is filling. I know, it's so dirty. So much sawdust. I'm gonna turn this on. So this is the sink. I don't know which one's hot though. Let's see. Oh my goodness, I can hear it. Here it comes, here it comes. Ah! And then these are the okay. We start up the, hold on. So that's the kitchen sink. It's working! All right, now we're turning the hot water heater on. It seems like it's on the wrong side. All right, we're putting together our faucet. It's very detailed. All right, we did it. So I came up to check to see how much water we have in here. And you filled that whole black tank and moved it up here. And we're still not even above the ground. So we have a lot of water to go. So that's what we're gonna go do now. We need to reprime the water down by the creek and get it going again. All right, we're down here at the bottom of the hill. So our cabin's up on a hill in the pond. Oh no, I'm stuck in a thorn bush. All right, I'm back. That happens sometimes. Anyways, so the cabin's up on a hill, the pond's up on a hill. Our water pump meets at the bottom because it has the back pressure from the pond. So we prime the line from the pond down here. We have walkie-talkies now. I'll do a whole video on the water later. So priming the water line is really a 3-person job because you need 2 people to fill the 5-gallon bucket at the top and dump it down the water line. And then you need 1 person down there to turn the pump on once the water line is full. So there's only 2 of us. So last time it took some time to figure out, and this time I'm sure it'll be the same. Here's the pond. As you can see, we're in like a complete valley. The other day we walked to all of the stream lines to see where they were coming from. We sent in our water to get tested, but we haven't heard back yet. But they're all from freshwater springs, we think. So should be good. There's nowhere for like cow manure runoff or anywhere to get in the water. Plus, we filter it twice, and then we have our Berkey for drinking water, which can take out anything, even E. coli and things like that. So, should be good to go. All right, we're probably like 45 minutes, maybe an hour into trying to prime the water. And it's how long it always really takes because we don't know what the proper way to do it is. So it's just trial and error every time. So eventually we'll rely off of rainwater. But right now we don't have that set up yet. And it's the middle of winter. I think we may have got it. My walkie-talkie died. We had the pump running, but one side is off. The other side is on. We filled it with a bucket. This is my memory note for next time so we can remember how we did it, if it works. All right, here's our setup for the first night. It's under this box. Yeah. We have our carbon monoxide right above our propane so we don't die. Have to switch out this. So this is our first filter and this is our second. Look how much dirt it grabbed, and then the second one is perfectly clean, which is awesome. So here's what our water pressure is like. This is cold water. I think it's pretty darn good. And this is hot water. It's pretty good. The water gets super hot, which is nice, and the hot water heater we got, it only burns, the propane only burns when you're using the hot water, or we need more hot water, and then it turns off as soon as their tank is full of hot water. So, and it uses no electricity, which is great. Okay guys, we did it. We now have water, we have hot water, we have a toilet that flushes, we have a bathtub that turns on. Ready for this? Very exciting. That is all for this vlog. Next, we're just gonna clean everything now that we have water and finish the drywall. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, give this a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Thank you so much for following along. Thanks for bearing with me as I figure out how to upload my YouTube videos in the middle of the woods. I will get it figured out soon enough. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.